Well, welcome. Thank you so much for taking time out of your schedules to be with us. Shar, I know as the CEO, your time is challenged, so thank you so much for carving out some time. Scott, bringing the CIO, and Dan as network engineer, thank you for both of you coming in here because we're going to speak to some of the pieces of the struggle that you've had and you've initially shared with us in our preliminary meeting. Todd, as the CFO, we're going to be excited to share with you some of the metrics around what we've been able to do for other customers and just to prove out Centurylink as a vendor for you. So today we're really excited to share with you the way that we are going to be able to help you accelerate your growth as a company going forward, how we can change your trajectory and really help you push forward with the way that you're leveraging your IT resources both now and in the future. We're so energized by the fact that we've been able to help other companies similar to your own as an agriculture credit union, as Farmers National Credit Union, how we've been able to help other credit unions like yourselves throw their business forward. So, you know, one of the reasons that we're so excited about this is that, you know, Scott, we've had discussions about your business and technology goals, and sometimes those are in conflict. And one of the things that we need to do is to be able to balance the type of business goals that your business has, just like every other business, which is, you know, the strategic direction of your company, how your customers feel about you, and really, what is the bottom line revenue of your customers? Your members are your ownership group. So we need to be able to talk to them and to be able to deliver that value. And we think that we can do this. And one of the ways that we've done that is there's a common goal that you have, and that's growth. Obviously, that's something that you've wanted to do for a long time. It's not a new concept. But CEOs overwhelmingly told Gartner that in 2015, this is their focus. So you're right on the same page with so many, with your competitors, but also with other companies just around the country. One of those things that's going to help growth. What have we really found with other customers like yours, Shar? Other CEOs that we've talked to. One of the things that they really need to be able to have is a flexible IT infrastructure. Flexible IT allows you to address these major concepts. These used to be competitive advantages to businesses like yours. They used to be things that were extra, they set you apart. These are now baseline. You have to have them just to be considered. So we're going to be able to help you accelerate your business through these. You've already done some social media, you've got an app out there that people can utilize for mobile banking, and your uptime has been phenomenal. But our managed services allows you to leverage that even farther, to be able to plan with that in mind. So consider the additional tech needs that are required just to deliver on those baseline set of expectations. Some of these things have been, you can see them here, supporting the enterprise. Your internal customers, your employee experience, feed your external employee. If you have internal employees that don't like the experience of your IT, that's going to radiate to your customers. They're not going to be as loyal. They're gonna feel that kind of angst with the internal resources that you have to support. You know, Todd, we've talked before, as the CFO, you know that those additional tech needs are also fueled by things like modernizing your infrastructure. How are you going to do that? Because 70% of the CIOs out there, Scott, you and I chatted about this real briefly on the phone, modernizing their legacy applications is critical. That's a main point of concern for them. And when you modernize your legacy applications, whether that's your banking program, whether that's something that you've done with spreadsheets, something that you're doing with balance sheets, if you have to modernize your applications, that's your software, which means you have to have the infrastructure behind that. Scott, your team has to be able to support all of those changes, and then you have to be able to move those things forward in a logical way. So one of the ways that we can help people modernize that infrastructure is that having to do that puts a real challenge on Scott's group. Again, these go back to some of our other slides that we presented before. Obviously, as a CFO, Todd, we need to look at the cost. What is it going to cost you to be able to do these things? How do we reach that time to market complexity and compliance? As a credit union, you've got compliance issues. You have auditors coming in, you've got people looking over your shoulder, those things. So Scott, you're going to be challenged with your group. We understand that by working with other credit unions like yours, but that's a challenge for you. you're going to have to be able to address those compliancy issues and be able to tell your credit holders, your member owners, that it's taken care of. Well, how do you do that? If you have to keep up with all of this, where's the time for your team to be able to come up with something new? There isn't any time. You can't, it's hard for people to think creatively when they're pressured with the now. And that's our challenge to you, say, how do we get rid of some of what you're doing today that's in the now and give you time to think, give you time to create. So with no time to innovate, how can we help you create a balance here? We've helped other companies do it. We have a way to help you do it. And one of those ways that we can help you do the innovation is by improving your the IT experience of your users, and also the IT experience, Scott, for you and for Dan, other people on your team. We can help you become more flexible and give you time to think, right? We know that you're pressured. Dan, you've shared how challenging it is to have to troubleshoot the network all the time. You know, Shar, you've shared with your team the fact that you want them to drive value to the bottom line through IT, through them being able to be innovative. Well, one of the ways that we have to do that is create that whole three-bucket approach of agility, innovation, and efficiency. We've been able to do that as Centurylink, as a business partner with other companies. These are the metrics, Todd, that I was talking about that prove out what we've done in the marketplace. These are going to resonate with you. 77% of the budgets are spent on just regular activities. Well, what have we done to help companies do that? When you partner with Centurylink for managed services, we're able to drive 50% more time of innovation with a bottom line of 25% savings, freeing up your resources to do what you want them to do going forward. Not what they've done, but what you need them to do moving forward. You know, this is the proof in the marketplace. By taking out a third of those activities, it's 50% more time. Partnering with us, what is this going to allow you to do? You're just going to push through to help you move more quickly and with confidence, Scott, with your team, being able to transition very quickly into the new markets that you need to get to. You know, accelerating, Shar, your business performance over time, and to be able to, what's the overall strategy? Grow your business. Be able to open new branches. Be able to open those 2 new branches that you have, Dan, that you were worried about extending your network to. By partnering with the managed services, we can provide you the time that will be a smooth transition and it'll go well for your membership. Their experience will be the same as your existing locations. Who is Centurylink and how can we allow you to make this smooth transition with your other locations? What happens if I grow out of the region? What happens if my needs, I can't outgrow your network, John? So how do we do that? Well, Centurylink is the 3rd largest telecom provider in the world, or in the country, domestically. We're the 3rd largest. Hundreds of thousands of miles of fiber. What does that tell you? That just tells you that our network is large enough to support your business as you grow. We have over 60 data centers, and they aren't just domestic, they're international. Even if you don't have plans to grow internationally, that's still of value to you because our experience overseas drives our innovation domestically. And the challenges there help us to stay ahead of planning for what data centers need. And the other thing is that we have 4,000 domestic IT resources that can supplement what you're already tasked to do. So maybe Dan needs to be up and coming with training for some other project. You can drive innovation on your team and be able to push new ideas to Scott to be able to drive growth for the business. This just points to thousands and thousands of devices that we can help you manage. We have the experience and the reach to be able to support your team. How are we going to do this? These are the 4 areas that we've helped other businesses do. These are the 4 areas, Scott, that maybe historically you haven't had to deal with as a CIO. Maybe it was just voice. Maybe it was just application development or just data networking. Now you own them all, and you have to be experts in them all, in all the areas of compliance and delivery and experience. You're going to be challenged by time. We can help you manage these so that we can become the subject matter experts of these particular buckets, and you can reference our expertise to help you deliver on your promises to your membership. So one of the other ideas is that we're that single source of management for you, a single experience, delivering with a complex set of products, but in one cohesive delivery system. That's what we're here to help you do, to be able to deliver your managed services to your end users and have them have the experience that they desire to have. We've given you a flyover. Who is Centurylink? How are we relevant to your business? How can we help you grow? We've said a main component of your business success is growth. We have to help you accelerate your business forward so that you can manage your IT more effectively, so that you can be innovative inside of your space for your membership. We've done that for other credit unions of your size. We think that it's a totally appropriate time for us to start to partner with you to move that forward, to help your business have the trajectory that you want going forward into the future.